Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today, our experiment is on fatigue measuring apparatus. The fatigue measuring apparatus in our lab is not in working condition, only for demonstration purposes. Therefore, the name of this experiment is to find fatigue using fatigue measuring apparatus demonstration equipment experiment. Only this experiment is a for demonstration, not for calculation and observation. The objectives of the experiment are to find fatigue strength of a given material. First of all, we will find the fatigue of a material to plot an SN curve. SN curve is the curve between fatigue strength and number of cycles. N is fatigue strength and N is number of cycles. First of all, we will find the fatigue strength of the specimen. We will prepare 14 to 15 specimen and we will find the fatigue strength for each specimen and number of cycles up to failure and number of cycle up to failure. One is static loading and one is fatigue loading. Fatigue loading is that loading which is repeating and changing with time. That load which is changed with time is called fatigue load. To predict life of a machine component that is subjected to fatigue, the life of the component will be found out from the number of cycles. There are three objectives. First, find the fatigue. Second, graph plot between fatigue strength and number of cycle. Third, life of a specimen. Okay. This is the apparatus in our lab, which is only for demonstration purposes. This is not for experiments and observation, not in working condition. This is the 3D model of our specimen. Many machine parts are subjected to varying stresses caused by repeating loading and unloading. Parts subjected to such loading frequently fail at a stress much smaller than the ultimate strength determined by a static tensile test. Mean of this sentence is that in a static loading, when we apply tensile or compressive load on a specimen, first font will be proportional limit, second font is elastic limit, third font is yield font, fourth point is ultimate tensile strength or ultimate point, finally fracture after ultimate point. In fatigue loading, we apply load less than ultimate strength, but it fails because of repeating loading.
सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही।
We will discussing fatigue strength. Many machine parts are subjected to varying stresses caused by repeating loading and unloading. Parts subjected to such loading frequently fail at a stress much smaller than the ultimate strength. I explain you that when a specimen is subjected to when a specimen is subjected to load less than ultimate strength and the load is repeating means changing with time, then the failure will occur before ultimate strength. This type of failure is called fatigue failure. In order to properly design members that are subjected to stress reversal, we need to know the stress that can safely be carried an indefinite number of times, or a somewhat higher stress that can be carried safely for an infinite number of reversal. But it means that we will check the different specimen in this experiment. In this experiment, we will check the different specimen, some specimen that will fail after some cycles, after 100 cycles, after 1000 cycle, after 10,000 cycle. Some specimen does not fail after infinite number of cycles. For example, 10 power 5, 10 power 5 cycles, 10 power 7 cycle, it does not fail. There are different specimens, we will check each specimen. Testing to determine these value is called fatigue testing. We will check the fatigue properties of the material by this testing. Some specimen fails and some doesn't fail after 10 power 5 cycle, 10 power 7 cycle. The simplest method involves reverse bending. In it, a round specimen is mounted in bearing as shown in figure 2. This is the specimen which is mounted in bearing. The simplest method involved reversal bending. In it, a round specimen is mounted in bearing as shown in figure and subjected to bending coupled by the load F. Repeated load. As the motor rotates the specimen, a fiber that was originally on top passes from compression to tension and back to compression. This will be one cycle, from compression to tension and then from tension to compression. This will be one cycle, thereby undergoing a complete reversal of stress for each revolution. This will be one cycle, one complete cycle. A revolution counter registers the number of revolution until failure occurs. A revolution counter will count the number of cycles up to failure. The motor then steps automatically. In testing a given material, about 15 to 20 identical specimens are prepared in the machine shop, specified and rotated in the machine. We will prepare from 10 to 15 specimens for fatigue testing, each at a different load F. Until failure occurs, or 4 to 5 million cycles have been recorded. It will be fail up to 4 million or 5 million cycles, or doesn't fail. Note that a specimen may fail with seconds or even days. It may be failed in just seconds, or it may be failed after 1 day, after 2 days, after 3 days. Theoretical background, SN curve. This is the SN curve. We will start loading from this point and will decrease the load. This is that point in which failure does not occur after infinite cycle. First of all, we will start from this load. We will gradually decrease the load and reach to this point. After this point, the material doesn't fail even after infinite number of cycles. This point is called fatigue limit, also known as stress number of cycle diagram, and a typical result obtained from a fatigue testing machine. It is graph where fatigue strength of specimen is plotted against the number of cycles. Okay? On x is number of cycles, on y-axis is a fatigue limit. Although no definite relation exists between the endurance limit and ultimate strength, this limit is called endurance limit. This shows that the endurance limit is between 40% and 50% of the ultimate strength. This is between 40% and 50% of the ultimate strength. We will obtain this percentage from the experimental analysis. This 40% and 50% from the experiment. These are some Definition: fatigue. It is defined as the tendency of a material to fracture by means of progressive brittle cracking under the repeating alternating cycle stresses of intensity considerable below the ultimate strength. I already explained this point. When we applied repeated load to a specimen, it will fail before the ultimate strength. The strength of this material is called fatigue strength, and the failure is called fatigue failure. Fatigue is the weakening of a material caused by repeatedly applied loads. It is the progressive and localized structural damage that occur when a material is subjected to cyclic loading. This is actually failure when we subject a specimen to repeating loading. It will fail. Fatigue strength. It is the maximum stress material can withstand without rupture for particular number of cycles which are subjected to cyclic loading. When we subject a specimen up to cyclic loading and it withstand without fracture and it withstand without rupture, the strength that can withstand without rupture is called a fatigue strength. Fatigue life number of cycles. The life that correspond to the maximum number of life cycle for which a material can withstand fluctuating stresses is known as fatigue life. For example, if a specimen withstand 10 power 5 cycles, it means that its fatigue life is 10 power 5 cycles. High cycle fatigues and low cycle fatigues. High cycle fatigues in which number of cycle is 10 power 3. Low cycle fatigue more than 10 power 3. High cycle fatigue, that cycle fatigue in which number of cycle is more than 10 power 3 cycles. Low cycle fatigue in which number of cycle are less than 10 power 3. Number of cycle will be between 1 and 10 power 3. This is low cycle fatigue. Endurance limit: in case of steel and titanium, a knee occur and SN curve, and behind this knee, failure will not occur, no matter how greater the number of cycles are. This is the endurance limit. This point is the endurance limit. Beyond this point, failure not occur, even if we subjected this specimen up to infinite number of cycles. This will not fail. This point is called endurance limit. In case of steel and titanium, a knee occur in SN curve, and behind this knee, failure will not occur, no matter how great the number of cycles are. The strength corresponding to this limit is known as endurance limit. Experimental procedure: prepare the specimen in machine workshop, taking care of the minute details and angle required in manufacturing the specimen. First of all, you manufacture the specimen. Attach the specimen to the apparatus between bearing as shown in figure 2. Set the cycle counter at 0 in order to avoid background counts. Apply load by starting from the ultimate strength and start the machine. First start from ultimate strength, from maximum load. First start from a maximum load and then gradually decrease the load. First start for ultimate strength and then gradually decrease the load. Noise occurs when specimen approaches failure. Note the number of cycles from the cycle counter when the material fails. This will be the life of the specimen, fatigue life of the specimen. Repeat this for all other specimens and note the reading in the data table. If number of cycles are less than 3, it means it is a low cycle fatigue. If number of cycles are more than 3, more than 10 power 3, more than 1000 cycles, it means that it is high cycle fatigue. Observation and calculations not involved in our experiment, just for your understanding. ऐसे fatigue strength is equal to my divided by I. M हमारे साथ क्या है? Bending moment है. Y हमारे साथ distance from support to the load है, और I हमारे साथ है moment of inertia. ठीक है? This is the table which we can use in our experiment, but unfortunately the specimen is the equipment is not in a working condition. This is the explanation of today's experiment, which is only just for a demonstration and not for experimentation. Any question in your mind, please ask.
सर ये ग्राफ में एंड्योरेंस लिमिट वाला पॉइंट जरा दोबारा उर्दू में समझाया जैसे।
जी, असल में इस तरह है कि जब आप फटीग टेस्टिंग करते हैं तो स्टार्ट हम यहाँ से ये अल्टीमेट स्ट्रेंथ है, यहाँ से हम स्टार्ट करते हैं, पहले मैक्सिमम लोड अप्लाई करते हैं, फिर लोड ग्रेजुअली डिक्रीज होता है, डिक्रीज होता है, डिक्रीज होता है, ये पॉइंट पहुंचता है। तो बाज मटेरियल तो ऐसे जो यहाँ पे फेल होते हैं, यहाँ पे बाज मटेरियल है कि यहाँ पे फेल हो जाए, बाज ये होते हैं कि इस पॉइंट पे फेल हो जाए, बाज मटेरियल इस तरह होता है कि यहाँ पे फेल हो जाए। ऐसे मटेरियल जैसे टाइटेनियम है तो वो हमारे साथ यहाँ तक फेल नहीं होते, और यहाँ तक यहाँ इसके बाद लोड कांस्टेंट होता है, इसके बाद लोड कांस्टेंट होता है, और जितनी नंबर ऑफ साइकिल हम इंक्रीज कर लीजिए फेल नहीं होता। तो जिस पॉइंट पे हमें ये अंदाजा होता है कि इसके बाद लोड कांस्टेंट हो गया लेकिन फेलियर नहीं आया, तो इस पॉइंट को हम एंड्योरेंस लिमिट कहते हैं। अगर क्लियर ना हो तो दोबारा पूछ लें।
सर फटीग की सिंपल डेफिनेशन बता दें उर्दू में।
फटीग सिंपल मतलब ये है कि हमारे साथ एक स्टैटिक लोड, स्टैटिक लोड का मतलब है जिसका आप, जिस तरह आप बिल्डिंग ले लें, बिल्डिंग, एक बिल्डिंग आप ले लें तो बिल्डिंग के ऊपर लोड है लेकिन वो स्टैटिक है, ठीक है, बिल्डिंग के ऊपर लोड है, स्टैटिक है, लेकिन वो लोड जो जिस तरह इंडस्ट्रीज, मुख्तलिफ किस्म की इंडस्ट्रीज में होता है कि लोड टाइम के साथ साथ वेरी होता है, ठीक है, एक फ्लक्चुएशन करता है, वो कांस्टेंट नहीं होता, ठीक है। तो जब लोड वेरी होता है और वो अल्टीमेट स्ट्रेंथ से कम भी हो तो इसमें फेलियर आता है। स्टैटिक में अगर आप लोग, स्टैटिक लोड में आपको पता है कि अल्टीमेट स्ट्रेंथ के बाद फेलियर या फ्रैक्चर पॉइंट आता है। अगर आप स्ट्रेस स्ट्रेन करो देख लें तो इसमें स्टैटिक लोड में हमारे साथ अल्टीमेट स्ट्रेंथ के बाद फेलियर आता है, फ्रैक्चर जो पॉइंट है वो अल्टीमेट स्ट्रेंथ के बाद है। लेकिन फटीग लिमिट में हम अल्टीमेट स्ट्रेंथ से स्टार्ट लेते हैं और लोड आहिस्ता आहिस्ता कम करते हैं, लोड हम कम करते हैं, लेकिन चूंकि इसमें फ्लक्चुएशन है, वेरिएशन आता है, बार बार फ्लक्चुएशन आता है, तो उस फ्लक्चुएशन की वजह से, उस रिपीटिंग लोड की वजह से वो टाइम के साथ साथ वेरी होता है, उसकी वजह से जो फेलियर आता है वो फटीग फेलियर है। और इसका जो स्ट्रेंथ है, स्ट्रेंथ मतलब कि फेलियर से पहले जितना लोड इसने बर्दाश्त किया उस स्ट्रेंथ को हम फटीग स्ट्रेंथ कहते हैं, और जितनी साइकिल में फेल हुआ तो उस साइकिल को उसका हम लाइफ कहते हैं, फटीग लाइफ, इसको हम इसका लाइफ कहते हैं। तो यही चीज है, अगर लोड वेरी होता है, रिपीटेड लोड हो, ठीक है, तो इस लोड को हम फटीग लोड या फटीग स्ट्रेंथ कहते हैं। जी क्लियर है कि नहीं?
यस सर।
यार अगर जहन में क्वेश्चन हो तो पूछ ले, कोई शर्म ना करे, पूछ ले, फिर मैं आपसे पूछूंगा वायदा में, तो आप अभी मुझसे पूछ ले। क्लियर है?